Alright guys, today we got a good video for you. This is a 2011 or 12 I believe Cadillac SRX, and it has the E77 ECM. This is a used ECM that they purchased to reprogram, and so yeah, this is the E77 ECM. So we're going to go ahead and clone this with the OBDStar DC706. If you haven't seen my review, seen our other videos, definitely check it out. We've got a lot of different ECMs we're cloning with this. This is, I would say in my opinion, one of the top, if not the top. Actually, I'll take that back. It's definitely going to be the top devices right now when it's talking about cloning, especially at this price point. I don't think it can be beat. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead. Right now the car is running, as you can see. Customer says what happens, it's slow or something like that, won't accelerate with this computer, and they diagnose it as a bad computer. If their diagnosis is correct, replacing it with this computer should solve the problem if this computer doesn't have the same issue, right? What I just came out here to do this service. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and dial into the DC706, by the way, available on our website, guys. Definitely go out and check it out, globalcommerceca.com. We got them in stock, and it matters where you buy your device from, guys. We give support directly. You're going to see, you've probably seen it, guys in the comment section that, you know, bought from other locations or whatnot, and they don't have support, they're having issues. You got to make sure you're buying your device from the right place. You don't want to go it alone. And we're going to, this one is 9.6.1. That's it. 9.6.1. So the GM ACDELCO E77 ECM is featured on like the 2.8 and the 3.6 liter engines. Like this is a 2.8 turbo, I believe, and here is the original ECM. So that's what we're going to clone to the replacement. So all right, for this video, we're going to use the P003 Plus adapter. We also have the MP001 adapter in stock, available on our website. The MP001 is the superior adapter. It has a lot more functionality than the 003 Plus, but it will work with the Plus. So we're going to select here, ME9.6.1, and start. Oh, we need internet for this. All right, we got internet. Tell it okay. All right, so we're going to check out the pinout first, and this is it. As you can see, they wrote it on there. This is the E77. That's 9.6.1 chipset, and this should be the pinout that we want, right? So we're going to use GPT-0 and GPT-1 and K-line. And I can tell you, just by having GPT-0 and GPT-1 on the pinout, that tells me that it's going to be with the ECU breakout cable, and it's going to need either the P003 or Plus or the MP001. So it would not work with the included P004 adapter. You need to have one of these to be able to do this, and this is the actual ECU breakout cable. As you can see, the difference between the two. All right, so here is the pinout, guys. I've already went ahead and pinned it out. So we've got GPT-0, GPT-1, 2 powers, and a ground, and that's it. And here it is right here. That's the pinout we did. Okay. All right, so if this pinout is correct, going back, so we should be able to do a connect. Make sure we got power. Yeah, we got power. So I'll press connect. As you can see, it needs the P003 Plus or the MP001. Again, available on our site, guys. Now it's trying to connect, communicating with the ECU. And I'm just getting power directly. I've got my 12-volt supply here, and that's feeding into here to my unit. And security verification in process. As you can see, it is reading, and it's connecting to the ECM. Once it connects, we're going to read our EEPROM, and then we're going to read our flash. Okay, so here we go, read EEPROM. All right, I'm going to let it have the default name. OBDStar did change the this that I requested the last time. So if I click here, as you can see now, I can select where I want, and I could enter and modify. So they're quick to update and make changes that we need. So if there's any changes you guys want to see, definitely feedback, let me know, and I will communicate it to OBDStar, and we can get those changes made. That's one thing. If you guys are on this platform, if you've already seen, we get the fixes and we can get changes as we need. It's not like some of the other companies that you know of. Forget it. If something is broke, something, there's no solution. Forget it. Here we get things done with OBDStar, guys. I'm actually going to put original like this. Save it. Now I'm going to read the flash. So we're going to do a one-to-one backup. So we're going to copy the EEPROM and the flash. Will be a complete one-to-one backup of this ECM. Right, so this is the original one we're doing. We also got the MP001, actually the P50 in stock, guys, for the airbag reset. So definitely check that out at the website as well. And if you need, also another thing a lot of people don't know, the P50 has an odometer reset function add-on, so we can actually add on that software to your tool, and you'll be able to do calibration, odometer calibrations and all of that, so fix mileage issues and whatnot. By the way, the computer that they got, they programmed the VIN number, but all they did was put the VIN number. So it's actually not able to be programmed to this vehicle because the PIN number in this ECM is incorrect, since this is a used ECM. So they didn't actually program this correctly. I got videos on doing this kind of stuff to do it the right way, but these people obviously, I don't know what company it was they programmed it from, bought it from, but they obviously didn't know what they were doing. But this is going to eliminate that whole issue, so that's not a problem. Just so you know, this is what the interface looks like while it's actually doing all of this. You can see what the power light is doing. And we do have 2 keys to this vehicle. And there it is. We have our flash. I'm going to call that original so I don't mix them up. All right. It also has the date there, so I know it'll be that. And now I'm going to disconnect. So now we're done with this unit. I'm going to connect. I'm actually going to back up the EEPROM and flash on this one. I'm just going to look at it later on, and then we're going to write what we just backed up to this one. All right, so we're connected up to the donor, and I've actually just backed it up anyway, and now we're going to actually write the original files to it. So we're going to go to write here, and we're going to load external data, and we're going to press OK and select the original file that we backed up, and there it is. It's dated today, original flash. It will be that one. Tell it OK. And I will bring you back. All right, so it wrote the changes. Some of them it skipped that was exactly identical. And now we're going to write the EEPROM. So we're going to load external data as well. All right. And we're going to pick original EEPROM, and that is that one. Right. Okay. And that is it. So now we're going to disconnect from the unit. Tell it yes. And now I will disconnect the power. So now he's going to connect that up to the vehicle, and it should be plug and play. Car should just start right up. I'll bring you back in a second. All right, so he's got it plugged in, so our original is there. So it should be crank and start. Right. Original right there. We got it connected. So let's see. There it is. Crank and start 1-to-1 clone, boys. That's how you do it. If you didn't know this, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. I got a little tip for you guys. Check this out. This is the original one, right? So this one doesn't apply, but the first time I tried it, it didn't start. And the reason why it didn't start is because when my guy pulled the pin out, he kind of bent one of the pins a little bit, and then he put the connector on and he kind of forced it a little bit, and what that did was bend that pin all the way down, so it's missing a power pin, so he had to straighten it out. So be very mindful, guys, when you're inserting and pulling out your pins, and also make sure you just take a final look when you pull everything out and make sure everything is straight like that. Anything a little bent, just go ahead and straighten it out before you mount it up so you don't run into an issue like that. But there is a check engine light, so I got to see what's going on with that. That's going to be another issue. Possibly this computer itself has a fault, or the car itself has a fault, but it did do the 1-to-1 clone.